to all of my dear mentees. Myself, Dr. GOUTAM Datta, Assistant Professor, Department of Physiology. I am very happy to be the mentor of all of you. And first of all, welcome to my class. First of all, I want to tell something new, that why this type of SRTP is formed. The SRTP, the Summer Research Training Project, the title of this program says something. That is that it is a training program. It is not just like a classwork project. You are the aspiring upcoming research scholars of our country. So you have to cope up with the interdisciplinary field of studies. Nowadays, we have to find out the hollow or scope of our research areas. Very basically, as a neurophysiologist, I am saying you that only the neurophysiology is the subject where you can get something new always. But in our training program, what we are going to learn and how can we continue our project for these 2 months, I can just getting some summary or the view by the slides. First of all, forgot me as a mentor, as a friend, philosopher and guide for your upcoming days. In this PowerPoint presentation, in this picture, I am giving you some emojis that you are usually used to use in your social media. That look at these emojis and figure expressions. I think you are enjoying and you are finding or find some similarities with my face with this from the 6. But this picture says that our brain is controlling our facial expression by many ways. Here I want to ask a question to you, that do you know any function which is not controlled by our brain? This question is very tough. The answer is very tough. But the question will be very easier if I ask you that name a function which is not controlled by the brain. The answer will be maybe no. So the brain is a huge structure and is very interesting and a mysterious organ of our body, because I am giving you an example or a task, but I am giving a task that please write something on your pen by your own pen. That actually I want to say that write on the pen by the same pen. Is it possible? I think no. So when we are just thinking about our brain by our brain, so it is quite difficult. I am just saying to you, I am saying something, I am thinking something, I memorize something by our brain. So we are thinking or explore the structure and function of brain by our brain. This is the fallacy of the neuroscience and also the interesting. Now I am just going to the pinpoint that you already see that our project is depend on the sleepwake cycle, which is one of the main function of our brain. The brain is the main controller of our sleepwake. I will discuss you very brief or precisely about the different function, different aspect, neurophysiological aspect, what is the centers of brain, what is the usefulness or the importance of our sleep. But look at this picture. It is very relaxing. It is a relaxing picture, and our brain and the sleep behavior is very much important. Our emotion, our emotional control, our psychology is also related with the sleep. So nowadays our depression, our emotional outbreak, our mood swinging, this all can affect the sleep. as well as different modulators like different type of food behavior, different type of microorganisms can also alter the sleep-wake behavior. I will teach you about that very details in our previous or our upcoming lectures. But the problem is that we are just destroying our night dark cycle. Just think about why in our world there is 12-hour night and 12-hour day. Why there are 12-hour night day cycle? Because we are actually evoluted with this 12-hour night dark cycle, but our modern civilization totally destroyed and break the cycle. Look at these three pictures which are very much usual with this: your Facebook accounts, your social media is pulling you from the regular sleep pattern. These are the very important or the dangerous for our upcoming near future students, or mainly the women. Why I am saying women? That the women's physiological system is totally dependent on hormonal milieu or hormonal behavior. So in this sleep regulating disturbing sleep regulating cycle, the hormone is regulated very badly. So nowadays the thyroid hormone, the hypo and hypothyroidism, is totally for this unusual sleep wake cycle. So this sleep is very important for us. We have to control the sleep wake cycle. We cannot change one fine morning. We cannot change the actual behavior of our society. That we cannot forget about the Facebook, we cannot forget about social media, we cannot forget the late night work. But so we have to cope up with this behavior. And what will be the procedure, or what will be the upcoming strategies to control this type of regulated behavior? Look at this picture. Can you say? Okay, I will ask you in our class that what is this picture? This picture is a night walking woman. In our movies, in our Hollywood movies, we always used to see the woman is walking with a white garden, with taking hands, very stiff, is open hair. All of this behavior is due to the lack of sleep. This is a night sleepwalking. This is only one example of the break sleepwalk cycle. So there are a lot of scope to all of you, my dear students, that if you tag this sleepwalk behavior to your subject, that will be a interesting and very thrust area. You will create a thrust area by linking the neuroscience or the sleepwalk behavior with your own subject. Okay, look at these EEGs. Is the electroencephalogram, the electrical potential of brain. By this slide is very important for all of us, because we are continuing with this type of slides, and I will promise you, if you trust me, or if you give your concentration of time, I will teach you how to actually learn, or how to record, and how to analyze a EEG in different aspect or different way. I'll teach you about the findings of sleep and wake. Look at the upper panel, that is a red panel, that is the EEG. Can you see this animal is awaking or sleeping? It is possible. It was a little bit possible if there was a EMG recording. Unfortunately, here is EMG recording is not found. But if there are EMG recording, electromyogram, then you can say very easily that the man is or woman is awaking or sleeping. But if I have a software that I can easily say is the EEG, by looking the EEG, that is the sleeping and or waking or awaking. So look at the another 4 panel. The black is the alpha wave, the pink is the beta wave, the orange is the delta wave, and lower red is the theta wave. Here another interesting point I can explore you that we are all have some dream sleep. Okay, do you know the dream sleep is a good or a bad sleep? The dream sleep is a bad sleep. In night when we have dream, there is a bad sleep condition. If there is no sleep in no dream at that night, we can say that is a good sleep night. So that will be came in different classes. Now in this slide I am just want to encourage you that this is a sample of recording of EEG of myself. It is a rat EEG recording, and after this demonstration or your SRTP training, you can analyze this EEG, you can analyze the sleep-wake cycle, and you can tag this type of techniques with your own subject. These are some interesting pictures. We will continue this type of picture. These are stereotaxic apparatus by which we can penetrate in any part of the brain. For recording of EEG, we have to place some microelectrode on the different areas of brain. That will be continued or discussed in next classes. Here is a slide prepared for you. That's I got 3 different interesting field from my mentee. That is the biomedical engineering, MSc geology, and microbiology. And look at these. For biomedical engineering students, you can modulate the techniques. You can modulate the analysis techniques. You can modulate the recording electrostructure because the electrode is very expensive. After demonstration or training, you can modulate as you can prepare the low-cost digital stereotaxic apparatus to implant the electrode or microelectrode for recording. We have to use the stereotaxic apparatus by the 3-dimensional coordinate system. And digital coordinate system stereotaxic is very expensive. So you can try to explore a new field or a very low-cost stereotaxic apparatus. For MSc geology student, you have also the scope to explore the role of any modulators on sleep-wake behavior. You can compare the sleep-wake cycle among different species, and you can apply different bioherbal drugs and its effect. For microbiology students, you can explore any effect of microorganisms on the sleep-wake behavior, because microorganisms is now the main hero of our society. I think it is now greater than Sushant Singh Rajput. For microbiology student, you have another scope. That's you can explore the role of gut microflora on EEG or the sleep, because nowadays the gut microflora is doing or playing very crucial role in our physiological environment. So there are so many scope. These are the few examples of. So don't be deserted, because you have to learn something new by these techniques. I hope you can tag or explore your subject by the use of these techniques. For upcoming future or the research project, you can buy or claim a grant of a stereotaxic apparatus and a software for the analysis. Then in that time, if you call me, then I will help you. Definitely I will help you for the analysis of the EEG or sleep-wake cycle. Now the basic requirements, you have to some 64-bit operating system, because the BioPack softwares I will provide you, we need the 64-bit operating system. 32-bit operating system, that will be not work. So you must have with 64-bit operating system. The analyzing software, I'll demonstrate you how to get it from online. It is easy, and a raw EEG from which we have to learn or analyze. I will send you to Google Drive link. You have to Windows 7 or above, that is not problem. Internet connection, that is very important, and your concentration for analysis, because you have to need a lot of concentration and patience for this type of analysis. But which figure I am tagged here, which is indicating the basic requirement? It is me or you? It is we. Our brain has a picture of our body like that. I will discuss you later, but now I am throwing you a question. That's what is this? Okay. For this lecture, I am wishing all the best. That please go through the Word document which I will send you and enjoy yourself. Thank you.